Erik ten Hag will go out with a bit of a bang over in Ajax as he claimed the Eredivisie title over in the Dutchlands. But who's going to be there next season, of course, with the relegation situation wide open, of course. We'll get into that and more next. That's right, folks. Babyl's giving a prediction video today. We look forward to the last day of the season, of course, in the Eredivisie Onderscheiden Eredivisie. That's right, of course. So we are talking about the Dutchlands, and we'll get to that in just a second. If you're new where you've been, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date. All things Rovers related, Dutch football related, world football related. We got it over here, boys. Under one Ruski, of course, the race for the championship is over. Of course, Ajax will head into the final game of the season, 4 points clear of the nearest and dearest. That is PS Bloody V. But of course, the race to avoid the drop is wide open, and we're going to look into that and more in just a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs, the other patrons, guys. You know who you are. Thank you for loving, of course, behind the scenes. That's right. Let's get cracking. Waste no more time in this double match week, aka the final games of the season. Here we go. Recap the results, of course, that took place this past midweek. Ajax big 5-0 5-0 winners over Heerenveen, of course, to secure the title, secure the party mode, and of course they are now going to be playing with a bit of flair, bit of show ponying about. I think this coming weekend, as of course they're going to bow out with Erik ten Hag as manager. Of course, Utrecht with a 2-2 draw against AZ Alkmaar, of course, which secures FC Twente's spot in 4th spot. Well done to them. They'll be playing some sort of European football next season. AZ Alkmaar will have to have snookers, I think, to get in there somehow. Meanwhile, Fortuna Sittard did lose to Vitesse Arnhem, 2-1 loss there. Go Ahead Eagles with a 1-0 loss against Feyenoord, of course, who secured 3rd spot as well. PSV, I never win with a 3-2 win over Nijmegen. I went with a 3-1 win myself. Waalwijk with a 2-0 win over Hercules Almelo. Campbell with a 1-1 draw against Willem II. Sparta Rotterdam with a 2-0 win over PEC as well. And Twente, of course, with a 3-0 win over Groningen. This is, of course, how the table looks right here, right now. And as you can see, what a turnaround it has been for Sparta Rotterdam. Just one defeat past 5 now. They're up to 15th in the table, but they're level on points with Fortuna Sittard, of course, who sit in that relegation playoff as of recording. PSV as well and Willem II, of course, look like they're going to go down. In fact, I think PSV as well are down. They, of course, will be going back to the Eredivisie, the second tier of Dutch football next season. Willem II, of course, will need a win to get themselves out of it. Of course, they'll be joining them. Otherwise, it wasn't too long ago they were flying high a couple of seasons back, but of course now they look destined to be playing in the second tier of the Dutchlands as well. But anyway, we're going to get into them games right here, right now. But before all that, here we go. It is the course ass kickers. It is Hansworth, Shader Donna, and Kamaka, who got 7 points this past weekend. Well done, or past midweek, should I say. Well done to those guys. What about, of course, the mini leaderboard? This is, of course, from January onwards, and it is Jordan Runaway with 83 points. Russell Foster up there in 2nd spot, but of course we have 9 points left to decide who will become the Dutch champion. We might do videos for the playoffs, relegation playoffs, promotion playoffs, European bullshit. I don't know. I don't think we're going to do any. I don't know. I'm tired. I've got a lot going on right now, so we'll see. We'll just see. Anyway, of course, we'll do a major reveal over the month of June. Of course, who won what, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is the link if you want to go in there. Last chance saloon. Of course, we have the predictor of the month awards and all that kind of stuff too. It's still to be decided for the month of May. But anyway, let's get into it. These are the final games, of course. Jump in the deep end with, of course, the first one, AZ Alkmaar against RKC Waalwijk, coming at you on Sunday, May the 15th. All games kicking off at 8:30. That's right, of course. And these two sides played 34 times in net, 23 wins for AZ Alkmaar, 9 wins for Waalwijk, and 2 draws. Just 1 defeat though in the past 6 games for AZ Alkmaar, 58% form. Up against the Waalwijk side of 1-2 lost to and drawn 2 over the last 6. That's 50% form for them. Of course, that's the round though in Alkmaar, aka the AVS Stadion. It was a 3-0 win for AZ Alkmaar back in November 2020. The reverse fixture, of course, they won a win for Waalwijk this past campaign back in August. That was on match number 1. They also played in the KMV Becker back in the quarterfinal stage, and it was AZ Alkmaar with a 4-0 win at Waalwijk way back when, of course. Meanwhile, AZ Alkmaar picking up a 2-2 draw against Utrecht. Waalwijk with a 2-0 win over Hercules Almelo last round. The odds for this one, though, 5-1 on is your AZ, of course. 90-4 is your draw, and 11-1 is your long shots as well. We're going to go with a home win, of course. 2-0 win for them, but of course, they can't move. 20 have secured 4th bins. Well done to those guys. Of course, Groningen up against Cambuur. They'll be back around next season, so well done to them, guys, for sticking around. Played each other, these two sides. 10 times in 3, 4 wins of Groningen, 2 wins of Cambuur, and 4 draws, of course. This match will take place at the Hitachi Capital Mobility Stadium. Now, Groningen came into this 0% form, haven't won in the last 6 games. Meanwhile, Cambuur haven't won in the last 9, but coming into this 25% form, drawing 3 on the spin. So unbeaten in 3, if you want to look at it that way. Meanwhile, of course, course, last round over in Groningen. It was a 2-0 win for Groningen back in February 2016. The reverse fixture in Canberra. Back on match number 1 was a 2-1 win for Groningen way back in August as well. Groningen pick up a 3-0 loss against Twente last round. Canberra with a draw against Wilhelm II last round. 3 draws on the bounce. 5-4 on is your Groningen, 13-5 is short, and 14-5 is your away win here. Really, it does smell like a draw, but I've gone with a draw. Hey, 1-1 in the end. Put that way your money is if you're a betting man. I'm just saying that smells like a draw to me. Groningen haven't won forever, Canberra haven't won forever. Do they really give a shit? Don't think so. I think they're on the beaches already. Meanwhile, final. If you've never been to the Dutch beaches, it is freezing, bollocks freezing. Anyway, final up against Twente. Let's get in the deep end on this one then, shall we? Of course, take place at the De Kip. Places 58 times. Of course, it's the game of the day. Of course, nothing really riding on it, but of course pride and of course stats. You know, you want to get another win in the win column. Anyway, played each other 58 times in 1993, 26 wins for final, 14 wins for 20, and 18 draws. Of course, final competitors though 83% form, haven't lost in the last 6, pick up 4 wins and 2 draws. Meanwhile, 20 competitors and 67% form, just 1 defeat in the past 6 for them. Of course, heading into this match as well. Last round though over in final, it was a 1-1 draw back in September 2020. They played each other the reverse fixture over in Twente. It was a 0-0 draw back in November 2021. They also played in the KMV Becco round of 32. It was a 2-1 for Twente as well. So Twente unbeaten against final over the last 5, picking up 4 draws though and just 1 win. Meanwhile, Twente with a 3-0 win over Groningen, and of course final with the 1-0 win over Go Ahead Eagles. The odds for this one though, 9-4 on is your final, 10-3 is your draw, and 5-1 is your away win. That's Twente. I think I'm going to go with a draw again on this one. 2-2 in the end again. Everything's settled in the table. They don't really need a bust of gut here. A couple of the major players might not even play. So for me, I think it's going to be a draw, and I think both sides are going to be happy with that as well. Don't want to injure anybody stupidly, do they? Now Hercules Abel up against Sparta Rotterdam. Of course, Sparta are nearly safe, but of course they need to get maybe a point to secure the deal. Played the 27 times in 2002, 8 wins for Hercules Almelo, 9 wins for Sparta, and 10 draws, of course. Almelo, they're coming to this, just 1 win in 5 for them, 42% form over the last 6. Meanwhile, Sparta Rotterdam unbeaten in the last 3, pick up a back-to-back wins as well. Last round, of course, over in Hercules Almelo, it was a draw, 1-1 it was, back in March 2021, the reverse fixture, of course. Over in Sparta was a 1-1 draw back in August, aka match number 2. Sparta Rotterdam with a 2-0 win over Zwolle. Hercules Almelo, back-to-back games now without a goal for them, losing back-to-back 2-0s, of course, to Wilhelm II and Waalwijk, but both of those games were on the road. Meanwhile, kicking off forward on this one, Hercules 5-4 over the Ricky 2-1 is your draw, 11-5 is your Sparta Rotterdam on this. Gonna go with a win for Sparta Rotterdam. Of course, they need to win, they need to stay out of trouble, and of course, they want to be back next season in the top flight indeed. Meanwhile, NEC Nijmegen up against Fortuna Sittard coming at you as well. Same time, same places. The Gurfa played 22 times in 1985, 9 was to Nijmegen, 6 was Sittard, and of course 7 draws. Of course, Nijmegen, they're just 1 win in 5 for them, 33% form for them. Up against the Sittard side, just 1 win in 3, 58% form over the last 6. They're not too shabby on that one. Kicking on forward though, what we got going on last round over in Nijmegen in the league. It was a 1-1 draw back in the Eredivisie. That was back in February 2018. They did play each other this season, of course. In Sittard, it was a 3-1 win way back in match day number 8. That was, of course, in Fortuna 3-1 it was to Nijmegen. Meanwhile, Nijmegen picked up a 3-2 win over PSV. 3-2 loss to PSV last time round. Of course, Sittard did lose to Vitesse Arnhem, of course, last time round. The odds for this one, NEC, of course, 65 for the victory, 5-2 is draw, and 50-8 is your away win, boys. That is, of course, Sittard. Going to go with a 2-1 win for NEC and Nijmegen. Of course, they'll be back again next season as well. And, of course, I think this is where they need to be. They do belong in the top flight for me, in my eyes. Meanwhile, PEC Zwolle, they are in trouble up against a PSV. Oh my days, if they're not down, they're going to be down anyway. Played each other 24 times, 2002, 2 wins to Zwolle, 21 wins to PSV, and 1 draw, of course. Zwolle, though, what we're looking at without a win in 3 now, 42% form over the last 6. Up against the PSV's Eindhoven side, just unbeaten the last 5, 75% form for them heading into this match as well. Last time around, though, over in Zwolle, it was a 3-0 win for PSV back in October 2020. The reverse fixture, of course, over in Eindhoven. It was a 3-1 for Eindhoven back in match number 9, aka October. Zwolle with a 2-0 loss against Sparta. PSV with a 3-2 win over Nijmegen last time around. The odds on this one then, shall we? We got PEC 6-1 for the victory, 5-2 on is your PSV, and 7-2 is your bloody draw. Back in, of course, Eindhoven here, 3-0 win for them. Zwolle, they're going down. Meanwhile, Heerenveen up against Go Ahead Eagles coming at you over at Heerenveen as well this weekend. Played each other according to my eyes around about 17 times in 1993. 11 was Heerenveen, 3 for Go Ahead Eagles, and 3 draws, of course. Heerenveen 1-2 lost 2 and drawn 2 over the last 6. That's 50% form. I guess Go Ahead Eagles with lost 4 in the bounce, 33% form for them heading into this match as well. Last round over in Heerenveen in the league, it was a 2-2 draw back in March 2017. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture in Go Ahead Eagles was a 1-0 win for Heerenveen back in match day number 1. They also played the KMV Beckett in the round of 16 in Heerenveen. It was a 1-0 win for Go Ahead Eagles. So of course they come to this looking very, very good. In fact, the home side hasn't won this game since Heerenveen beat Go Ahead Eagles back in in 2013. It's been a long time, guys. So back the away side perhaps on this one. Look at the odds for this one then, shall we? What have we got? Headingley coming at you. 5-4 on for the Richie Federer do is your draw, and 3-1 is your long shots. Go ahead, Eagles. Gonna go with a 2-1 for Headingley on this one. Breaking the hoodoo, get the first home win in a long time. Kicking off forwards, VT's up against Ajax, of course. Again, expect some fireworks on this one. Hala could be playing his last game for Ajax. Of course, Ten Hag's last game as manager. Will they go out with an absolute zinger, or will they go out with a whimper? Of course, played the 61 times in 1983, 17 wins for VT's, 41 wins for Ajax, and 3 draws, of course. VT's, though, coming to this, winning 3 and losing 3 over the last 6. That's 50% form. Up against the Ajax side, who's just lost once to the last 6. That's 75% form for them, of course. Meanwhile, last round, though, in VT's, it was a 3-1 win for Ajax back in match day number 34 last season. The reverse fixture, of course, a 5-0 win for Ajax in Amsterdam back in match number 3 in August. They also played in the KNV Beckett in the quarter-final stage. Ajax picked up a 5-0 win as well. So Ajax have scored 13 goals against VT's over the last 3 games, basically in the last season. They also covered on the back of a 5-0 win over Heerenveen. VT's, though, picking up a 2-1 win on the road against Fortuna Sittard on this. 11-2 is your hosts, 7-2 is your 5-2 on is your away win. That is Ajax, the champions, of course. I'm actually going to go against the grain on another surprise here. 2-1 win for VT's. Again, they're in party mode. Ajax, they don't give a rat's ass. VT's will go out with a bit of a zinger as well. And then wrap it up. It is must-win territory for Wilhelm II up against UFC Utrecht. Of course, a win might not be enough, depending on what goes on elsewhere. But of course, up against Utrecht at the Wilhelm II Stadium. Played each other 53 times in 1993. 15 wins for Wilhelm, 26 wins for Utrecht, and 12 draws, of course. Wilhelm, though, just won defeat past 4 for them. 42% form up against the Utrecht side. Picking up 50% form. Just 1 win in 6, though. Drawing a lot of games around the place. Last round over in Wilhelm, it was a 6-0 win for Utrecht back in February 2020. On the reverse fixture, of course, a 5-1 win in Utrecht's campaign back in October. Utrecht with a 2-2 draw against AZ last round. Wilhelm with a draw against Cambo last round. But what about the odds for this one then? We got Wilhelm, of course, 65 for the victory. Further do it's your draw 50-8. Is your away win? That's FC Utrecht. Going to go with a 0-0 draw. Point not good enough. Of course, they should and probably will go down with, of course, Pete Easewall about who will be in that playoff spot as well. That's, of course, to be decided. Hopefully, we'll find that out too together. And of course, this is the link. Get involved. Cutly4/Dutch. And of course, I'll hopefully see you back around at some point, somewhere around the place. We don't know. I don't know what's going on in the new season. If I'm going to do prediction leagues all over the place, if I'm just going to condense it down, I don't know. New stuff is happening as by the hour over here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how things are going to work out. Don't know what my availability is going to be like. So let's just see what happens. Going to have a couple of months to take a little long hard look at it. But anyway, that is it. Be sure to smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check the links down below, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and all that kind of stuff. But I'll be back to clean up house here in the Dutchlands at some point. But until then, boys, we're done right now.